What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane back again with another BMF breakdown. In this video, we are talking about episode 7. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, episode 7 was the highly anticipated, directed by 50 Cent, guest starring Eminem, supposed to be action-packed episode. And y'all, why the episode didn't disappoint? Because quite a bit happened. It was definitely still very entertaining and engaging. I need me some more Eminem time. I ain't gonna hold you. We got a speedy flash, like it with the quickness, a little swipe past Eminem as White Boy Rick, and I'm wondering if he's going to reprise his role at any point, maybe in next season. I don't know about next episode, but next season we gonna get maybe a little bit more of White Boy Rick, because when they announced that Eminem was going to be a part of this, I was very, very excited, and all we got from him is a "What's up, Meech." What's up, Meech? That's it, that's all? Y'all done brought M out, the GOAT out, to say what's up, Meech? But anyway, y'all, this is the episode before the season finale. Next week will be episode 8, that's season 1 finale. And BMF has already been greenlit for a season 2, so they will be coming back. We will be getting more of this story. However, things are coming to a head in this episode, and I think they're setting us up for a very, very explosive season finale. At the start of this episode, we're picking up right where we kind of left off. Nicole is at the hospital. She just got checked out, and then they also announced that Darius is in fact dead. He did not make it. Last episode, we saw Lamar stab him while he was trying to abduct Nicole, but Darius helped her get away and ultimately was on the other end of Lamar's blade. Meech and Terry are scrambling this episode to, 1, find Lamar and put him down, and 2, maintain their business. This has all put them behind schedule. Terry attempts to go to Big L to get an extension, which they cannot get. They cannot move products because the police are now cracking down on them as well, snatching up corner boys, so they're not able to do as much as they would have, and literally everything that could kind of go wrong is really going wrong in this episode, which is why I said, yo, it's still so much that we got to see. Even though I was most excited to see Eminem, they gave us a lot in reference to driving the story forward and moving the plot forward in this episode. We get to see Terry and Meech beef a little bit at the beginning, like they're going back and forth about how Meech is still trying to be all about business, and Terry is very much so still dropped in to the fact that his sister had to watch her boyfriend get killed in front of them while trying to be abducted, and it was a result of some stuff that they have done, and that's not necessarily sitting well with Terry. I definitely think that season 2 we're going to see more in reference to what drives Terry and Meech apart, because ultimately towards the end of the BMF reign, they actually were fighting. It was some internal fighting happening. They went their separate ways to a certain degree, so I definitely think that we're going to see that in this series before it's all said and done. And we're definitely from season 1 getting to see the very clear differences between the brothers and what could have led them down the path of like not being able to figure it out and being on 2 different pages once they get to the point where they're making hundreds of millions of dollars and just doing amazing things. Now, as I mentioned, they are trying to kill Lamar in this episode. And Meech partners with Tiny to do it. Tiny does a drive-by style and they run up in Lamar's house. They actually happen to pop him in the shoulder, but he gets away. And this got me just so nervous. Like, Lamar is like the damn Terminator. And honestly, I don't feel like he's going to wind up dead in the season finale either, if we're just going to keep it a buck. That's just my thoughts. When they actually get him, yo, it's like 2 minutes after he finished packing up his bag and he was ready to head over to the Flenory house, and he has heavy-duty artillery. Like, he was planning to go over there and light that house up, like everybody in that house up, yo. I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna need y'all. It's just, this thing has gotten very, very real, and it's insane to me. Now, because the police are snatching people up off the corners, because Tiny actually misses opportunity to hit Lamar, Meech actually taps in and he finds out about Lamar's cousin's house. He rolls over there with B-Mickie. They can't find him. Ultimately, Meech gets back out in the corner, which this results in one of the biggest things that happens in the episode. He's out here trying to move weight because some of their people have gotten snatched up, but they need to still hit their deadline because Big L ain't giving them no extension. So he out here, him and Terry are supposed to be taking turns on the corner to try to move the product. The time that he does it, the police jump out on him, and the detective starts chasing him, not realizing that it's him. Ultimately, he catches up with him, and Kato pops out of nowhere, winds up hitting this man over the head and killing him just so that we can get Meech away from him and he don't get snatched up. And not that Kato meant to actually kill him, but she definitely kills a cop in this episode, and it just takes lighter fluid and pours it all over a fire that was already raging. Like, This is insane. While this is all happening, Terry is actually at the funeral for Darius. This is a very awkward thing because everybody kind of knows, but it's not necessarily speaking on like how this actually came about. But Darius' family knows that they ask some questions, and they ultimately confront Lucille when she's trying to give condolences at the end of the funeral. And she's just like, your daughter knows more than what she's saying. She needs to open her mouth. Your sons are responsible for this. And I know Nicole is carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders right now. Just knowing that Darius was trying to save her, just knowing that her brothers are fully responsible for the situation that she's been put in, and she's also trying to protect her brothers but also protect Darius's reputation. Like, even when she was being interrogated, they asked, was Darius in the gang? She's like, no. She said no immediately because she wanted to make sure that she was honest about Darius but also not throw her brothers into the crosshairs. And man, this is something that's going to affect this young woman for the rest of her life. Now, going back to Detective Lopez being killed, when they find out and he's pronounced dead at the hospital, everyone is there, including their lieutenant. And she actually checks Detective Bryant because Detective Lopez told about seeing him at the gas station with Meech. She thinks that he's dirty, so she lets him know, like, yeah, we're gonna wring you out to dry if we find this out. So now everything is also heightened for Detective Bryant. Ultimately, by the end of the episode, he actually pulls up Meech and like, yo, something gotta shake because my partner was killed. He's going to be out here trying to figure out what happened to him. And it's interesting because while we saw Detective Bryant struggle with his partner, he didn't necessarily really like him, but he didn't hate him as well. He was just trying to maneuver and do what he's trying to do without basically getting caught by him. But now I think we are seeing that he actually does feel a type of way that he has been killed in the line of duty, and he's about to do something about it. Now, the other major thing that happened in this episode is Lamar finds Kato at B-Mickie's house. Man, why Lamar be making it hot, yo? Like, he be making it hot. You gonna get this girl killed for real. So at this point, Kato, you better open your mouth. I literally was screaming into the screen, y'all, because ultimately that's what happens. But I was like, girl, you better open your mouth because either Lamar is going to kill you, or the Flenory boys is going to kill you, or B-Mickie going to kill you at this point. Because B-Mickie sees Lamar leaving his house. He literally pulls a gun out on Kato like, you better get to talking. I know his heart is broken because B-Mickie fell for Kato really, really fast. But she winds up laying it all out on the line and telling him exactly what it is. I think ultimately B-Mickie is going to be the one to try to go after Lamar, and I'm hoping that he don't get killed in the process because that's going to be a problem. But like I said, Lamar is giving Terminator, he's giving I Don't Die. So good luck to anybody that tries to put him in the ground. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. In addition to all that, y'all, Terry's also hit at the very end of the episode with an ultimatum from Wanda, who, got the battery put in her back by Miss Lucille, who says, come on, you need to help us pull this boy back from the ledge. So Wanda gives him ultimatum that he needs to choose her and his son or Meech in the game, but he can't have both. And that is another thing that is a setup for what is going to be a very, very explosive season finale. All right, y'all, that is my full breakdown of episode 7, season 1 of BMF, Black Mafia Family, streaming on Starz. Make sure y'all catch up. I think I'm going to go live next week, so hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss any of my BMF videos, as well as when I go live so that we can talk about it, break it down, get into it. It has been an amazing season. I really didn't know what to expect, but you kind of have to expect the best when it comes to 50 Cent Starz. They've done an amazing job with the Power universe and have definitely been able to carry the torch over to this BMF franchise. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of the episode in the comment section down below. It's your good sis Erica Vane, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye.